Hi, it's Kerry. Something different today. I'm going to tip them into another box because they're all very precarious and I feel they're all going to tumble down when I touch one. I'm going to set up my watering hole and make some nice scenery for the dinosaurs. Stegosaurus lived in the late Jurassic period and was a herbivore. There are 17 bony plates on its back and a heavily spiked tail for protection. The tail was a lethal weapon. The 4 spikes could be swung under the unprotected belly of a predator with deadly force. You'll notice that the back legs are longer than the front legs, which sprawled out to the sides. The tail spikes could grow to 4 feet or 1.2 meters long. And stay for the fun ending today. The tail spikes are called thagomisers. And here's my favourite Stegosaurus. The front feet had 5 toes with hoof-like tips and the rear feet had 3 short wide toes with hooves. It may have reared up on its large hind legs to get to vegetation. Its skull was long, pointed and narrow, and it had a toothless beak and small cheek teeth. Its head was carried close to the ground, about 3 foot high or 1 meter. Stegosaurus had armor-like plates on the skin of the neck, the hips, and possibly on the sides of some species. Ankylosaurus lived in the late Cretaceous period. It was a prehistoric tank with oval plates protecting its whole body except the underbelly. These plates and the 2 rows of spikes along its body and a horned head and a club-like tail protected it well from predators. It even had bony plates as eyelids. It would defend itself by swinging its club-like tail from side to side. It could swing with enough force to break the leg bones of most carnivores, including T-Rex. Flipping Ankylosaurus over was about the only way to wound it. And here's that tail club again. Ankylosaurus. I think it more resembles Diabloceratops or maybe even Stegosaurus. Both are members of the Ankylosaur family. It may have been able to lay down and pull its legs under the bony plates when under attack. Ankylosaurus is split into 2 main groups depending whether they have a club tail or not. Sauropelta is a good example of no club tail. The Jurassic World Ankylosaurus. The skull has 2 pairs of sideways pointing horns and a beak-like mouth. And yes, I've painted the top of this one. I just found it wasn't very interesting. Now the tail moves the head and that back leg, yes, that moves the head in and out. That's it. It was a herbivore and had to eat a huge amount of plants that were close to the ground to sustain itself. It may have been able to rear up on its back legs to grasp plants. Pteranodon was a flying reptile that lived during the time of the dinosaurs during the late Cretaceous period. It was not a dinosaur but was a close relative of the dinosaurs. It had a crest on its head, no teeth at all, and a very short tail. They were about 6 feet long or 2 meters long, with a 25 to 33 foot wingspan, which would be about 10 meters. Its standing height was about 6 feet or 2 meters. The Jurassic World Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus had numerous pressure sensors in its snout, that helped it sense movement of prey in the water. A Spinosaurus would defend itself using its long, sharp teeth, powerful jaws, and clawed limbs. It had a large head with long, sharp, non-serrated needle-like teeth and powerful jaws and clawed limbs. It may have gone on all fours at times. Dinosaurus. Its name means earth lizard. It was a giant carnosaurian dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period. The largest known individuals are estimated at over 33 feet in length, which is 10 meters, and weighing about 3 metric tons. It would have been a similar size to Giganotosaurus. I love the colors on this one, and the head is stunning. Diabloceratops lived during the Middle to Late Jurassic period. It was a medium-sized herbivorous dinosaur and a member of the Stegosaur family. Diabloceratops dinosaurs had shoulder spikes and flat plates in 2 rows running along their neck and back, and 7 pairs of pointed tail spikes. Notice how long that tail is. These plates and spikes were used as protection against predators. They walked on 4 legs, with the hind legs being longer and stronger than the front ones. Liliensternus lived in the late Triassic period and grew to about 5 meters or 16 feet. It is a close relative of Dilophosaurus with long 5-fingered hands. Later theropods had 3-fingered hands. It had an impressive head crest above its snout. It ran on 2 powerful hind legs balanced by a long tail. Its jaws were lined with sharp, blade-like teeth. It most likely fed on smaller herbivorous dinosaurs. Camptosaurus lived in the late Jurassic period. Its name means bent lizard. It was a plant eater that looked a lot like Iguanodon. It was a heavy, ornithischian dinosaur. It weighed up to 1 ton. Its skull was triangular with a long pointed snout, hundreds of teeth and a horny beak. Its legs were longer than its arms. Diabloceratops lived during the late Cretaceous period. Diabloceratops was built like a typical ceratopsian in that it had a large neck frill made of bone. It had a small horn on the nose, perhaps a second horn in front of that, and a pair of relatively small horns above the eyes. The skull is deeper and shorter than that of any other centrosaurines. Upon the frill, it also had a pair of very long spikes like Styracosaurus. Tyrannosaurus, one of the largest dinosaurs that ever lived. It was a fierce carnivore. Scientists believe that this powerful predator could eat up to 500 pounds, which is 230 kilograms, of meat in one bite. Everything about this ferocious predator, from its thick, heavy skull to its long jaw, was designed for maximum bone-crushing action. T-Rex had an infectious bite that was caused by the rotting meat caught in the serrations of its teeth. T-Rex ate large dinosaurs like Triceratops. T-Rex had a wraparound over bite when it closed its mouth, meaning that the upper parts of the lower jaw's teeth fit inside the upper teeth. Gryposaurus was from the late Cretaceous period. It could grow to 30 feet or nearly 10 meters in length. Its name means curvy nose, which you can see why it gets that name. It has a narrow arching nasal hump. Gryposaurus was a typical hadrosaur, which means duck-billed dinosaur. The bill is toothless, although there were teeth further back. I really like its colour and those little yellow spines along its back and tail. Indominus Rex. I've painted her blue. She didn't like the pale pea green colour she was. She was khaki green for a while, but she asked for blue with red claws. Indominus Rex is a genetically modified hybrid mutant dinosaur and the main causer of trouble in Jurassic World. Indominus was created by the DNA from Tyrannosaurus, Giganotosaurus, Rugops, Majungasaurus and Carnotaurus, with the addition of DNA from tree frogs for thermal adaptability and cuttlefish for camouflage and Velociraptor for intelligence. I rather like this feathered T-Rex. Nice bright colours, a really nice model. I've taken the base off of mine. It does stand by itself, but I had to do a little bit of modification. You'll see it stand in a little while. It had powerful thighs and a long sturdy tail to help it move quickly. And its massive 5 foot or 1.5 metre long skull could tear into prey. Its 2-fingered forearms could probably seize prey, but were much too short to reach its mouth. T-Rex lived in forested river valleys in North America during the late Cretaceous period. Subscribe and give a thumbs up if you like dinosaurs. Thank you for watching my video. Please share my videos with your friends. See you again soon.